there's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. There. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Flacco off play action. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Harris. And moving to roll now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action, Flacco. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. Good footwork at the 30. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Watson off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 31. Out we go.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, here's Watson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey! Monday! Rocket!
Here's Flacco. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Flacco. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Monday, that's what.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Monday. Hey,
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Stephon Tuitt bounced back from injury in 2019 to fashion together a heck of a season in 2020. Top 10 in the NFL with a career-high 11 sacks. He's one of the best interior defenders in the game.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Flacco. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Operating off play action. Flacco. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yellow, yellow!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's more on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. Analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Yellow, yellow!
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Into the secondary, past the 40. And some room to work. The 40. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set! 18!
Here we go, G. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, 59! Down, let's go!
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And just shedding him off there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Flacco. Dancing to his left. This one brought in by Sternberger. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Passing play. Flacco. And he's got his target, Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Oh, spinning away. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second down and goal. Watson being chased out left.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Monday, Chad!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Flacco.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They got to see if they can stop a score.
Chubb again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And nothing get much better than this for an opportunity.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go. Mike, 55.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. And
he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
You're over here.
On the give, this is Harris. And some space here. And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
In your face.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Moore now on the return.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 91 yards. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 36, 34.
Watson on first down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Room here to run. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Flacco's throw complete there to Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
On first down, it's Watson. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Downer and Peoples-Jones, 54 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Watson to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flacco off play action. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Flacco. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 3rd and goal, Flacco. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
61. Browns 40. Chris Boswell.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Listen, good AT. Hey, 59!
Mike 51, Mike.
On 1st down, Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. Touchdown! That's caught. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
Indeed, I think we're down to 9. Got his man, it's caught. for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Steelers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
A big play that time for Cleveland. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 59! Let him go!
He'll get it to the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. One last throw here for Watson. Flush to his right. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot
there. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful.